This is the 2023 Kia Sportage, which has been redesigned for the new year. This is the SX Prestige trim, which is the top of the line trim, and it's in the wolf gray color along with a carmine red interior, which you'll see once I hop in. This model has an MSRP of around $35,000, but dealer markups will bring it closer to $37,000 or $38,000. As this is the front-wheel drive version, this SUV gets 25 miles per gallon in the city and 32 on the highway, for a combined number of 28. I've been getting less than that in the city, but I live in a busy area, so keep that in mind. Let's hop into the interior here. You can see this car has keyless entry on the doors. That carmine red color blends so well with the darker tones in my opinion. You get a nice little startup sound, solid thud on the door, and you're greeted by that beautiful 12-inch digital cluster. Right next to it is another 12-inch touchscreen display, super responsive, and below we have that controversial streamlined air conditioner and media control setup. This definitely takes some getting used to, and personally I'm not a huge fan of it, but you gotta love the tech, especially if you're a tech enthusiast. Going into the settings here, there's a ton of customization that this car allows you to change in terms of safety features and just general convenience. You can even change how the digital cluster looks. It'll give you 4 different options. Let me know which one you think looks best. You can also link it to the drive mode, which is how I have it set up. I absolutely love the shifter on this car. It's very smooth and the T-shape fits my hand better than the conventional ones. Once you put this car in reverse, the backup camera and the bird's eye view camera will show up with great clarity. It's extremely easy to park this car due to all of these cameras as well as the sensors. This trim also has a 360-degree camera, which is super impressive. The front seats are very comfortable, and they are both 3-level heated and ventilated. The ventilation isn't overly strong, but it definitely helps a little on these hot South Florida days. It also has a heated steering wheel for those of you who live up north. This little knob below the shifter is the drive mode selector. You can choose between normal, sport, and smart, which should be a little bit more fuel efficient. Below that is the automatic engine start-stop, which I usually turn off. You also have brake hold, a parking sensor, and a parking camera button, which when you touch it will either give you a backup camera or a front-facing camera. The center console storage isn't anything to write home about, but you can fit some stuff, including new Versace glasses your girlfriend buys you. There's also a decent amount of room in the center, and the cup holders have a unique function that I haven't seen in other cars. The steering wheel is quite nice, has a lot of easy to use buttons on it, and is just easy to use overall, so no complaints about that. You get another look at the steering wheel here. You got the volume and skip track buttons. Then you have the electronic parking brake. Memory seats for the driver's seat, and then one of my favorite features in this car, blind spot monitoring. Those are cameras you see every time you click the turn signals. Just incredible stuff. Here in the front of the console we have a USB-A and USB-C charging port. There's also a Qi wireless charging pad. Apple CarPlay is wired, not wireless, so keep that in mind. This trim has a panoramic sun/moonroof, though it doesn't fully retract all the way. You can also just retract the shade if you want a nicer view. Moving to the back seat, You can see one of the Harman Kardon speakers on the door, and just how nice the door really looks. Overall, it's just a quite luxurious look, really. There's plenty of room in the back here. You even get USB-C charging ports on both front seats and AC vents as well, which for some reason have been getting omitted from a lot of newer cars. The headrests on the front seats even double as hangers. You've got your standard pull-out cup holders there, and just a really nice, roomy back seat for your family if needed, or friends. Now, moving to the trunk, this is where this car will get sold to a lot of people, I think. You've got a power liftgate, and as you can see, just a bunch of storage for groceries or items. If you need more room, the rear seats can be folded down. This should allow me room to possibly bring back a TV from Best Buy, so stay tuned for a possible TV review in the future.